setting up the December shop owners panel, and this one's relevant to every shop that's investing money on marketing and still struggling to see the revenue move. The topic is simple. The relationship between what you spend on marketing and what you are doing with your front desk, or what you're spending on your front desk to actually convert the marketing dollars. Let me explain. Because here's what we keep seeing. Shops who invest more in the right type of marketing and are watching their call volume go up and the leads come in, but the numbers are flatlining. No change in revenue, no change in car count, no change in ARO. And that tells me one thing: marketing isn't the issue. The breakdown could be at the front desk. And this is the part of the shop that decides whether the marketing that you've been paying for actually turns into dollars, helps your GP. So the December panel is going to dig into this. How many shops how shops are answering the phone. How are they following up? How are they explaining the work? How are they building trust before, during, and after the sale? How are all of that determines whether or not your marketing spend is doing anything for you at all. Now let's get into the two most recent Origin Impact Series episodes, because both of them kind of touch on this problem in different angles. And for anyone tuning in for the first time, I'm Brad Herlock with AA Shop Marketing. And just to let you know, I'm not a coach. I don't help you run your shop or guide you to run your shop. I don't tell you how to manage your team. Our job here at AA Shop Marketing, and my job, is digital marketing for auto repair shops, getting you the leads, the clicks, the calls. The rest depends on what happens at your front desk. And both of these episodes show exactly why that matters. Let's get started with the newest episode with Renton Garrett from Gold River Automotive out in California. 17 bays, 3 buildings, 10 mechanics, technicians, and the owners are the ones answering the phones and handling the customers. Now, that alone tells you the level of volume that they're dealing with, but it also tells you the level of care that the shop owners are involved with, direct relationship with the customers. They've expanded from 12 to 17 bays because they outgrew the space. And when you operate that size, you don't have room for a sloppy front end work. Every call matters. What stood out to me was how they rebuilt their internal culture. When they ran a shop on flat rate, the team turned on each other and productivity dropped. The guys stopped helping each other. That environment got hostile, and that type of shop culture doesn't just affect the technician morale, it also impacts the customer experience. If the shop feels tense, the front desk feels tense. And when the front desk feels tense, the conversion rates tank. Renton and his brother switched to the hourly with productivity bonuses, and the shop started to work together once again. That allowed them to focus on the kind of transparency that customers trust. Digital photos, videos when necessary, and clean communication through TechMetric, not overselling, not padding quotes, not bombarding customers with red alerts that they aren't ready for, just clean, honest documentation and clear expectations. They are broadly I'll see here. They've collected so many customers that are driving as much as couple hundred miles away. That's impressive. And it's the power of digital proof. When you show what you do and you show it consistently, people will travel for trust. Now compare that to the episode from November 20th with Sean Beardsley from Bayer Motorworks in Arizona. And his shop is 85-90% European, BMW, Minis, Mercedes. And that level of specialization means that his marketing has to communicate that expertise immediately. Customers are looking for that dealer alternative, and they want to know that you have, or that shop has, the right equipment, the right training, the experience to handle their particular car. And Sean's built that. He's marketed it, and that's why his customer base is so defined. They have completely two different shops in one in many ways, right? They've got that 90% European, and the other 10% of domestic was really just to make sure that families weren't going to two different shops. Marketing only performs as well as the front desk that handles the calls. And Renton and his brother weren't aligned. If Renton and his brother weren't aligned on customer experience, they'd burn leads. If his marketing would bring in the wrong type of people. And that's the gap that December's SOP, Shop Owners Panel, is addressing. Both guests showed in action. All right. So let's connect the dots. Lead quality means nothing without conversion. You can have the most expensive digital marketing on the planet, and the best brand positioning known to man, and the strongest reputation in your market. But if the person answering the phone isn't prepared, doesn't communicate clearly, isn't trained to build trust quickly, or maybe they're just plain mean, you're going to lose that opportunity almost every time. Here's the simplest way to think about it. Marketing attracts attention, but the front desk decides whether or not you earn the business. And this is where most shops underestimate the problem. They think they've got a marketing issue, but the marketing might be doing its job. The leads might be there. The calls might be happening, and that opportunity exists. What's missing is a consistent brand experience when the customers reach out. If the front desk is your brand in many ways, it is the first part of your brand. It's not your logo. It's not your website. And by the way, I'm in the digital marketing space, and those things are important. But no, your front desk is the beginning part of your brand. Whoever answers that phone is controlling so much of your shop. And if you want to get a quick eval on your marketing, head over to addi.me/jumpstart. That's addi.me/jumpstart. And we'll show you what's happening on your website, your Google Business profile, your reviews, and social. We'll see whether or not there is a marketing issue, but make sure that you are dialed in to that front desk issue. All right, so here's some actions for you to take this week. Are you ready? Number one, let's make sure that your website is updated with real photos of your people. If the customer's going to talk to, if your customer's going to talk to your front desk, show them the face with whom they're going to be speaking, not stock photos. Number two, build service-specific landing pages. You want the right customers, the ones that value your expertise. Then make it clear in what you specialize in, whether that's BMW, EV, diagnostics, alignments, ADAS, and make sure that you're doing all of that with location-based keywords. And if you don't know what that means, then you should, or if you don't know if you're already doing that, you should head out to addi.me/jumpstart, and we'll give you a quick eval on that. Number three, stop pausing your marketing efforts when the shop gets busy. Oh my gosh, that kills your momentum. If your calls are overwhelming, don't reduce your marketing, fix your front desk coverage. Conversions beat volume every time. To wrap this up, the pattern is consistency, and that's your goal. Marketing brings the people to you. The front desk determines whether or not they stay, and your processes determine or decide whether or not they return. And that's why December's Shop Owners Panel is focused on the connection between marketing and marketing spend and the front of shop performance. If you want to fix this in your own shop, start your journey by going to addi.me/jumpstart. And if you want to be a guest on the show or join a future panel, go to addi.me/join panel, addi.me/join panel. And remember, I'm not a coach. I am here with AA Shop Marketing, a digital marketing company for auto repair shops. And I'm going to see you next time on the next Garage Grit Live.